Primal Planet, developed by Seethingswarm, sits in an unfortunate place. It's a Metroidvania, which is a terrible genre name and we need to stand up to it and change it, with neat ideas that are ultimately dragged down by other frustrating choices, squishing the highs and lows until the whole game resides in an unremarkable middle ground. You play as a caveman in a dinosaur-infested world with his family, though it doesn't take long before realizing the timeline doesn't add up. You know, after aliens kidnap your kid. Gameplay consists of the basics you'd expect. You have 3 types of weapons that serve a slightly different purpose, as well as a small suite of upgrades like double jump, air dash, increased health, and extending the amount of time you can hold your breath. Items gained from killing enemies and foraging in the environment become the material needed to craft weapons, create healing items, and make other useful things. You also have a little dinosaur pal that you can upgrade, and that little guy is honestly very useful and pretty cute. The environment feels alive thanks to how you interact with it. Certain enemies, like herbivore dinosaurs, won't attack you unless you attack them first. If you come across carnivores snacking on a corpse, they'll ignore you. And if you get creatures of different species in the same space to aggro, they'll attack each other, helping you out as long as you don't get caught in the crossfire. Or cross-chomp? However, for everything the game does well, there's a counterpart that taints it. Movement is fun with dashes, double jumps, and using spears as platforms, but the amount of space you have to travel becomes tiring. Doubly so since many objectives are not clear and had me wandering aimlessly multiple times. The pixel graphics are bright, colorful, and distinct, making the lush environment stand out from the roaming dinosaurs, and the game does a good job of keeping background and foreground elements mostly distinct. But the animations are stiff and undercooked, with several enemies either lacking things like wind-up or resolution animations, or having them happen too fast to notice. There's a variety of platforming puzzles and secrets to uncover, but traversal is difficult because not everything is labeled, leading to situations like seeing a clear way to progress on your map, only to find it's actually blocked when you get there, and the map doesn't update with that information, or let you mark it. The map also doesn't label certain points of interest, and fails to identify several connections between sections. My only pure praise is the music and sound design. Both are clear, fun, and well balanced. It took me 7.5 hours to reach the end of the game, but I didn't get credits because the final task requires you to have a limited resource I didn't realize I needed to keep track of, so finishing would mean backtracking across the entire map to find enough of them, then returning. Doing all that just for a final cutscene and credits wasn't worth my time. If a game doesn't do something unique, it can still be enjoyable by doing the basics exceptionally well. Unfortunately, Primal Planet does neither. The mix of satisfying and frustrating elements averages out to an experience that wasn't regrettable or memorable. So unless you want a new Metroidvania that doesn't stray too far from the fundamentals, there isn't much to recommend. Primal Planet is available now for $19.99 on PC.